Indian national movement, Gandhi era. Question is explain Gandhiji in Africa. Gandhiji went to South Africa in 1893. He was an advocate. So he went to South Africa for handling a Indian case. He went to a place called Pretoria, Pretoria, Pretoria. It was placed in Africa, South Africa, and he had habit of reading books. He read the three books. One, Civil Disobedience, that book written by Thoreau. Civil Disobedience, that book written by Thoreau. And the second book is Kingdom of God, Kingdom of God Within You. That book written by Leo Tolstoy, Leo Tolstoy, Tolstoy, Leo Tolstoy. And another book, Unto This Last, UNTO, Unto This Last. That book written by John Ruskin. He read three books. One, Civil Disobedience, that book written by Thoreau. And the second, Kingdom of God Within You, that book written by Leo Tolstoy. And third book is Unto This Last, that book written by John Ruskin. And also he observed what about racial discrimination in South Africa. There was clear-cut division, whites and blacks. Indians considered as blacks. And the discrimination in every place, that eating place, sitting place, working place, even in court also that there was division, black and white. So Indians considered as totally black. In 1901, Gandhiji went to Johannesburg, Johannesburg, Johannesburg. It was placed in Africa. Again, he went to Durban, 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 just like Bangalore, Mysore. No? He went to Durban. There he established one association, that association called as Phoenix Farm, Phoenix, Phoenix Farm. And in 1907, there was some place called as Transvaal, Transvaal, Transvaal. It was just like Tamil Nadu or Kerala. So it was one province, Transvaal province. There in legislature, they passed one law. As per that law, they introduced identity card or registration card for Indians. So that there actually that Indians went to long back actually with the Britishers. They started working as a plantation workers. Maybe grandfather went, father born in South Africa, now grandson in South Africa. Suddenly that they told actually that Indians possessing ID card, that registration card, just like present Aadhaar card, they told compulsory. That indirectly they told Indians were foreigners. So for opposing that, Gandhiji started the Satyagraha. Here, what is meant as Satyagraha? Satyagraha is nothing but suffering oneself. So suffering oneself in front of our enemy, so that will not create problem to our enemy, but we'll suffer ourselves in front of enemy. That is called Satyagraha. So Gandhiji started Satyagraha, and gradually Gandhiji got success. That Transvaal government, whatever they introduced a registration card or ID card, they cancelled. Then again, Gandhiji started one more association that called as Tolstoy Farm, Tolstoy, Tolstoy Farm. Then he started one magazine or journal that called as Indian Opinion. So in South Africa, Gandhiji became real leader. He was an advocate. He was a lawyer, but because of that situation, he became a leader in South Africa. So second question is explain Gandhiji in England. Explain Gandhiji in England. See, in 1914, Gandhiji went to England. In 1914, First World War started. So there, Britain and America considered as allies. Gandhiji went to Britain, or what will tell England. No, there he mobilized Indians. Indians were there in England. He mobilized Indians for supporting Britishers in First World War. So because of his contribution, because of his work, he got a medal. That medal called as Kaiser High Hind. Kaisar, Kaiser, High, Hind, Hind, Hind. Kaiser High in the time equal to Bharat Ratna Award. So next question is how Gandhiji visited India. Why Gandhiji came to India? That is the question mark. So first he was in South Africa, then he went to England, and third stage is that why he came to India. No, here Gopal Krishna Gokhale, he was considered as political guru for Gandhiji, and Gopal Krishna Gokhale was in INC, Indian National Congress. Gopal Krishna Gokhale invited Gandhiji to India. So because of Gopal Krishna Gokhale invitation, Gandhiji came to India. And for Gandhiji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale told, do Bharat Darshan. Bharat Darshan means going every part of India. So as per Gopal Krishna Gokhale advice, Gandhiji went to every part of India to know what about people problem. No, in that time, that in 1914, 1915, 1916. No, for knowing also that first-hand experience, for getting first-hand experience, Gandhiji went to every part of India. So next question is explain Champaran Satyagraha. Champaran, Champaran, Champaran. It was a small place in Bihar, or we can tell a small district in Bihar. There they used to cultivate indigo. Indigo now what we tell ruby liquid, ruby blue. So it was natural blue, that indigo cultivation, indigo plants. So there actually that indigo plantation owners were Britishers. So the plantation owners were Britishers, but laborers were Indians or Biharis. And the British plantation owners used to exploit Indian laborers. So Gandhiji went to Champaran. It was in Bihar. He started Satyagraha. I told what is Satyagraha. Satyagraha is nothing but suffering oneself in front of enemy. Your enemy is nothing but Britishers. So he started Satyagraha, then government changed policy that whatever that in that area, whatever they had policy, government changed. Next question is explain Ahmedabad mill owners strike. Ahmedabad, it is in Gujarat. Their mills is nothing but factories. Their mills owners were Britishers and the laborers were Indians. And the mill owners is to exploit laborers and they denied giving bonus to laborers. So Gandhiji went to Ahmedabad. He started Satyagraha. Again, there also he got success. Government changed the policy, whatever they had in that time. Next question is explain Keda Satyagraha. So here Keda, Kheda, Keda. So Keda, it was in Gujarat. Keda, it was in Gujarat. There, because of one said drought, 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 no, and another said plague. Between 1892 to 1920, millions of Indians died because of plague. Just like recently we saw COVID, no, in that time plague considered as very dangerous. So many Indians died. So one side actually they suffered from plague, and another side there was a drought. But British government imposed tax on farmers. So farmers unable to pay tax. Again, Gandhiji with Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So with Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Gandhiji started Satyagraha at Keda in Gujarat. There also they got success. Government changed policy. So next question is explain non-cooperative movement. See in 1919 event, I will tell because actually this non-cooperative movement related to 1919 event. So in 1919, British government introduced Rowlatt Act, ROWLAT, Rowlatt Act. So as per Rowlatt Act, British government can arrest any Indian. So government can arrest any person without any arrest warrant. and also they can detain arrested person in jail maximum 2 years. So on the basis of Rowlatt Act, police arrested two Sikh leaders, one Dr. Satyapal, second Kichlu. So for opposing the leader's arrest, Sardarjis or Punjabis, no, at Amritsar in Baishakhi festival, they gathered in ground called as Jallianwala Bagh, and it had only one entrance. So they gathered in Jallianwala Bagh because of festival. More females and children participated. More than 1,000 they'll tell us. There is no exact number, but more than 1,000 they participated. Amritsar district collector, that what we will know district magistrate or district collector, was General Dyer. He imposed curfew. Curfew also called as martial law. Now also that system is there. So whenever district collector impose curfew or martial law, in public place standing more than one person with weapon considered as illegal. And you know that Sardajis they use some weapon, that religious weapon always they'll carry. So that in Jallianwala Bagh ground, more than 1,000 females and children and also male members, they gathered for celebrating Baishakhi festival, and also they lead us arrest, Dr. Satyapal and Kichlu. And because of martial law, General Dyer ordered fire, so that more than 1,000 people died because of police that killing. So that became a very sentimental issue, and because up to before Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Indians thought Britishers considered as a good for India. They came and their administration was good. Only from the Britishers actually that India will change. They had that type of opinion. After Jallianwala Bagh massacre, they realized Britishers staying in India, that is for exploiting India and killing Indians. That's all actually. So after Jallianwala Bagh, everything changed. And in that time already Gandhiji participated in Champaran Satyagraha, and also he participated in Keda Satyagraha and Ahmedabad mill owner strike. And also he was very popular in South Africa. No? So here after Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Gandhiji became a very powerful leader. And for opposing Rowlatt Act and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Gandhiji started non-cooperative movement. And this non-cooperative movement had two programs: one negative program, second positive program. What about negative program? One boycotting government schools, government colleges, boycotting government courts, again, whatever now we'll see now, that the government function, that Republic Day, August 15th, like that actually in that time government used to organize their own function, boycotting that one, no? Again, boycotting British goods, because such that Britishers used to collect raw material from India. They used to make that into finished goods in Britain. Again, they used to bring here, they used to sell for higher cost. So it is totally boycotting British goods, and those people were in Indians. They used to serve in British government, resigning that position. Now that all considered as such a negative program. Again, they started positive program. Positive program means establishing our own schools, our own colleges. Our own school and our own college is called as National School, National College. In Bangalore, in Basavangudi, National School is there. They established during non-cooperative movement. And again, establishing our own court, that the court called as arbitrary court or panchayats, what we tell now. No? And popularizing Swadeshi. Swadeshi means using our own textile, using our own goods. We don't want British goods. That is called Swadeshi. And working for unity between Hindus and Muslims. Because actually that Britishers knew what about weakness of Indians. That from Ramayana Mahabharata there was no unity among Indians. So they knew what about actually that Indians. So that always actually they should divide Hindus and Muslims. So here in non-cooperative movement, Gandhiji gave importance for uniting Hindus and Muslims. And also that removal of untouchability, because in that time it was very considered as actually that part of that this one social evil, no, and emancipation of women or empowering women, like that they prepared positive programs. And what about methods? Methods of non-cooperative movement. So Gandhiji that he had only one method, that is no, non-violence. That is nothing but satyagraha. No, actually, what is meant as satyagraha? that is suffering ourselves in front of our enemy. We will not create any problem to our enemy. No? So that is satyagraha, or we can tell non-violence. But on 11th February 1922, 11th February 1922, there was place called as Chauri Chora in Uttar Pradesh. There, a mob attacked police station, and from outside they locked door and they burnt alive 22 police people. So Gandhiji planned a non-cooperative movement in non-violence method, but that suddenly that turned into violence. They killed 22 police people. They burnt alive 22 police people. No, immediately Gandhiji withdrew support for non-cooperative movement. Next question is explain Khilafat movement. See, this Khilafat movement not related to India, non-cooperative movement related to India. No, Khilafat, Khilafat, Khilafat. Actually, that how that word came, no, there was some word called as Khalifa, Caliph. Khalifa means Guru, Muslim Guru. Hmm? So this is such a Khilafat movement. See that non-cooperative movement related to Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Rowlatt Act that related to India, but Khilafat movement totally not related to India, that related to Turkey. Turkey ruler called as Ottoman Empire, Ottoman, Ottoman Empire. He participated in First World War against allies, ALLIES, allies. Allies is nothing but Britain and America. He participated and against American Britain. In First World War, American Britain won. So after First World War, Allies planned for removal of Turkey ruler. This Turkey ruler considered as Caliph or Muslim Guru for whole Muslim world, including Indian Muslims. For Indian Muslims, he is considered as Guru. So for opposing a Turkey ruler removal, no, that or their Guru removal, Indian Muslims started Khilafat movement. And that Khilafat movement, president was Gandhiji. That I told actually that a non-cooperative movement. So in 1922, that turned into violence. It is because of Khilafat movement. Khilafat movement is religious issue. Always religious issue is just like fire. It is dangerous. So Gandhiji started the non-cooperative movement and Khilafat movement simultaneously. That what mistake Gandhiji committed. Question is explain Swaraj Party. So British government passed India Act 1919. India Act 1919. In India Act 1919, British government introduced direct election. Direct election means people participating in election. Now what we see that Lok Sabha election, people will vote, we will vote. No? That system introduced in India Act 1919, but they conducted election in 1923. They introduced a direct election in 1919, that is India Act 1919. And now we will see now that Rajya Sabha election. Rajya Sabha election will not participate. For Rajya Sabha election, MLAs will participate. That is called indirect election. Or you will see President of India election. For President of India election, will not participate. So that indirect election, British government introduced in 1909. That is called India Act 1909. No, they introduced indirect election in 1909. They introduced direct election in 1919. They conducted election in 1923. There one intelligent person, very smart person, called as Motilal Nehru, and with his friend Chittaranjan Das. Motilal Nehru is nothing but our Rahul Gandhi is there, no? Rahul Gandhi grandfather, father. Or we can tell actually that Rahul Gandhi father is Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi mother was Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi father was Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru father was Motilal Nehru. Imagine actually that what about his intelligence? No, that the whole India went under the control of one family. That is Nehru family. No, this Motilal Nehru, with the help of Chittaranjan Das, he participated in election. For participating in election, he formed a new political party. That political party called as Swaraj Party. So he formed a Swaraj Party with the help of Chittaranjan Das. Chittaranjan Das simply namesake, that's all. Actually, everything under the control of Motilal Nehru. And both of them won in election. They became member of Central Legislature. Central Legislature is nothing but present parliament. See, next question is explain Simon Commission. Sir John Simon, Sir J-O-H-N, Sir John Simon, S-I-M-O-N, Sir John Simon was British Parliament member. With the Sir John Simon, six other British Parliament members visited India. In that, one member called as Clement Attlee, C-L-E-M-E-N-T, Clement Attlee, A-T-L-E-E, Clement Attlee. No, we got independence in 1947. No, it is because of Clement Attlee. Clement Attlee in 1946-47, he was British Prime Minister. So Sir John Simon, with him, six other British Parliament members visited India for knowing what about developments in India after conducting the election, because they conducted election in 1923. And imagine actually that everybody poor and everybody illiterate in that time. I'm telling in 1923. So they first time they introduced direct election, and for knowing actually that how it is working, Sir John Simon Committee came to India and they visited every part of India. They met people and they collected public opinion. No, and whatever they collected public opinion, whatever they observed that how that 1923 election is working, direct election, that is nothing but democracy. How democracy working in poor country, that where actually that Indians were totally illiterate and totally different actually in that time. No, they observed how democracy is working, and whatever they observed, they prepared one report. That report called a Simon report. So Simon report is nothing but that foundation for present Indian constitution. That what we are seeing actually, that will know Samvidhana, Indian constitution. For that foundation is Simon report. So next question is explain Nehru report. Here, Nehru is nothing but Motilal Nehru. I told actually that Rajiv Gandhi father is Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi father is Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi mother is Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi father was Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru father was Motilal Nehru. Here, Nehru report means Motilal Nehru report. And Motilal Nehru was in Indian National Congress, INC, in that time. Hmm. There in that time, Viceroy of India, just like Prime Minister, he told, by birth, Indians have no intelligence. By birth, Indians has no intelligence for preparing their own constitution. Even if they prepare their own constitution, their own people will not accept what Viceroy of India told. So here, Indian National Congress took that into challenge. They formed a Constitution Framing Assembly within Indian National Congress, and that Indian that whatever they formed committee, that committee headed by Motilal Nehru, and he prepared Indian Constitution. So whatever he prepared Indian Constitution, that is called Nehru Report. And discussing about Nehru Report, Indian National Congress invited all other leaders like Muslim League leader, Jinnah, depressed class leader, Ambedkar, many leaders actually. That whatever Motilal Nehru prepared constitution within Indian National Congress, Muslim League not accepted, depressed class leaders not accepted. No, that whatever in that time Viceroy of India told, Indians by birth has no intelligence for preparing their own constitution. Even if they prepare also, their own people will not accept. That proved. Next is explain Nehru report. Nehru report I told. This is explain 1929 Lahore session. See, that Lahore session is very important, not only for Indian National Congress, including Muslim League. In 1929, Indian National Congress organized session at Lahore. See, this Indian National Congress every year they used to organize session in different places. In 1929, they organized session in Lahore. That session, president was Jawaharlal Nehru. So in 1929, Indian National Congress passed resolution. Resolution is nothing but decision or what we tell policy. They took one decision that demanding Purna Swaraj to India. Purna Swaraj means complete independence to India. See, before 1929, INC is to ask self-government. Self-government means India was under the control of British, but more Indians in legislature, more Indians in civil service, or more Indians in the government. That is called self-government. So before 1929, they used to demand self-government, but in 1929, at Lahore session, no, they passed resolution for demanding Purna Swaraj to India, complete independence to India. And in January 26, 1930, Jawaharlal Nehru went to riverbank Ravi and he hoisted the present tricolor flag and he celebrated Indian independence. That was symbolical. So from January 26th, 1930, every year symbolically they used to celebrate Indian independence and also they used to hoist a tricolor flag. So because of that, actually, that January 26th called as Republic Day. Next question is explain civil disobedience movement. See, the civil disobedience movement was in 1929, 1928, 1929, 1930, considered as global economic depression. So, global economic depression means in whole world economic collapsed, no employment, no. In that time, Britishers used to spend huge money for defenses. So they used to spend huge money for defenses, and also that how for spending huge money for defenses, that where they used to get money through imposing more tax on Indians. So the British government used to impose more tax on Indians, no, and they used to spend huge money for this one actually that. One side I told military and another side actually for they used to collect money from here. They used to send that money to British Parliament. They used to give bribe to British Parliament members. Even for British Prime Minister, they used to give bribe. So that Gandhiji told, cut your expenditure. Because actually that whole world is suffering, whole India is suffering actually. For Britishers, he told actually that cut 50%, at least 50% they should cut the defense expenditure. And also Gandhiji told that whatever they used to collect tax from our farmers, Indian farmers, he told actually that cut 50% the tax also. One side actually Gandhiji told cut actually that expenditure for defense, and another side he told actually cut that whatever you will collect tax, no, and also that they impose tax on salt. That salt now actually considered as common man food product. There also they impose tax. That now what in Karnataka Sidramaya government doing actually, wherever possible actually they're collecting money through tax because they gave guarantee for fulfilling guarantee actually that they're collecting tax everywhere. No, indirectly they're exploiting business people. Okay, today they can exploit business people. Tomorrow that what about problems in business? If business suffer, then Karnataka economy will suffer. That's all actually. Now what we are seeing in Karnataka, no, because of that fulfilling guarantee, everywhere they're collecting tax. No, like that actually Britishers they started collecting tax even on salt also. So this is called civil disobedience movement. That is Gandhiji demanded reducing 50% of tax and abolishing salt tax, and also that Britain currency is there. The Britain currency called as pound and sterling. No, when compared to rupee, that sterling rate was more. So Gandhiji requested reducing that sterling rate. No, and also Gandhiji told protect Indian textile industry because in that time actually that all textile used to come from Britain. No, and that for Indian goods actually that Britishers used to impose more tax. For British goods actually they used to impose less tax. So British goods considered as cheap, but Indian goods considered as costly. So Gandhiji told reduce taxes for Indian textile, protect Indian textile industry, And also that many Indian leaders were in prison. Gandhiji told, release that leaders, that whatever actually police arrested, Gandhiji requested for releasing political prisoners. That is called civil disobedience movement. Next is explain Dandi March or Salt Satyagraha. So I told Government of India imposed tax on in that time. Government of India means don't think actually present 2024 Modi government. I'm telling in 1928, 1929, the British government. So British government imposed tax on salt. That is considered as actually common man food product. There also they started collecting money. So Gandhiji opposed. Gandhiji opposed salt tax, and he took that into major issue. Maybe salt is actually the common man's small product, but he took actually very major issue, and he started salt satyagraha on 12th March 1930. On 12th March 1930, from Sabaramati Ashrama, that was his ashrama. Now also it is there. That whenever actually that recently Modi organized G20 conference, whoever came for G20, they visited Sabarmati Ashrama. It's in Gujarat. From Sabarmati Ashrama, Gandhiji went to Dandi. Dandi was village, that coastal village. No, he went in Gujarat. He went to Dandi, and without government permission or without police permission, he took salt. Immediately, police arrested Gandhiji. So that is called Dandi March or Salt Satyagraha. Next question is explain three roundtable conferences. See, British government organized three roundtable conferences in London. We'll tell first roundtable conference, second roundtable conference, third roundtable conference. They organized a roundtable conference for discussing Simon report. That I don't know actually that Sir John Simon he visited India for knowing what about developments in India after 1923 election. No, that how democracy working. So he went to different part of India. He collected the public opinion. He prepared his own report. That report called as Simon report. For discussing Simon report, they organized three roundtable conference. First roundtable conference, all between 1930, 31, 32, first, second, third. No, first roundtable conference, all Indian leaders participated in conference, plus British Prime Minister, British Parliament members. No, they participated, but INC, Indian National Congress members, not participated because Gandhiji was in jail. Next is second roundtable conference. See, before second roundtable conference, there was a pact or agreement between Gandhiji and Lord Irwin, IRWIN. Irwin was Viceroy of India. He was equal to Prime Minister. So there was agreement between Gandhiji and Lord Irwin. As per that agreement, Gandhiji participated in second roundtable conference in London. But second roundtable conference failed because of other Indian leaders. So other Indian leaders like Muslim League, depressed class, they demanded reservation for their community, like reservation for Muslims, reservation for SC, ST. Gandhiji opposed. So because of Gandhiji opposition, second roundtable conference failed. Then Gandhiji returned to India, and just after returning, again British government imprisoned Gandhiji at Yarawada jail, Yerawada, Yarawada jail. It was in Pune. Again, third roundtable conference, all Indian leaders participated, plus British Prime Minister, British Parliament member, but INC members not participated because Gandhiji was in jail. Next question is explain Pune Pact. See, British government reserved 80 seats, 80 seats to depressed class. So that is nothing but present will turn actually SC constituency, ST constituency. If they tell SC constituency, they'll allow only SC candidate for participating in this one for contesting an election. Example, Kolar is there actually. So Kolar considers SC constituency. There only SC candidate will contest in election. No, like that actually that reservation. They reserved 80 seats for depressed classes, British government. But Indian National Congress, for Ambedkar, they told will reserve 148 seats, 148, 148 seats to depressed classes. So Ambedkar saw opportunity. See, once a British government told will reserve 80 seats for depressed classes, but Indian National Congress told 148 seats. So Ambedkar accepted whatever Indian National Congress told, reservation for depressed classes. Depressed class is nothing but SC/ST reservation. This is called Pune Pact. Next, explain India Act 1935. See, I told in 1919 they introduced direct election. In 1923 they conducted election. And for knowing what about developments in India, in 1928 Sir John Simon came to India. With him six other members came. They went to every part of India. They collected public opinion. They prepared a report. That report called a Simon report. Then again they organized three roundtable conference in London, first, second, third. And there whatever they discussed on that basis they passed an act that is called India Act 1935. Present what we are seeing government of India. No, the present whatever you see constitution, that all based on India Act 1935. Present in central government we see Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, that what will Rajya Sabha considered as upper house, Lok Sabha considered as lower house. Everything established as per India Act 1935. And also that in Karnataka will tell state legislature, Karnataka state legislature. No, in that time for state they should tell provincial. So they created provincial legislature as per India Act 1935. They established federal court. Federal court is nothing but Supreme Court. Uh, then again, now we are seeing Reserve Bank of India. In that time, Reserve Bank of India called a central bank. So they established a central bank as per India Act 1935. Again, you are all writing IAS examination, KS examination. IAS examination conducted by Union Public Service Commission. KS examination conducted by Karnataka Public Service Commission. This UPSC are established as per India Act 1935. No? Are very simple. Present what we are seeing in India, no government, that government structure, everything established as per India Act 1935. Okay, we'll end up.